This is Jocelyn Hilling, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about an external versus internal locus of control. So, this is a really fun topic for me. I absolutely love it. I love it because it takes us from a place of victimization, which I consider to be like the uttermost, like low place. I would almost equate it to hell. But victimization to choice, to creation, to, infinite amounts of manifestation. So, a lot of the times when we are young children, we are raised with certain types of language and constructs. And as we are developing and as we're experiencing our reality in our world, we go from an internal locus of control to an external locus of control. Now, I want to use a couple examples to better explain this if you don't know what internal versus external locus of control is. So, an internal locus of control basically means that you are in complete control of your perceptions, feelings, and the way you experience the world. An external locus of control is basically taking anything and everything, and everything outside of you is the reason why you are the way you are. For example, well, today's just been really hard. Traffic was bad. I woke up feeling kind of depressed. There wasn't any food in the vending machine. I forgot my lunch. That's an external locus of control. Everything you're verbalizing has to do with something externally outside of you. The truth is, at any given point in time, in any point in time in the day, we have the ability to choose to perceive our world different. For example, if the AC is not working, it's not the end of days. It's a simple shift in the way we want to perceive it. Now, a lot of the times when we come across challenges or areas of discomfort, we automatically want to place blame or put everything externally outside of ourselves. The reason we do this is because of accountability, and it's easier. So basically, it's much easier for me to say the reason I have 10 or 20 extra pounds in my body is because of genetics or because of a pain condition or because of asthma. The truth is, if I have that weight on my body, it's because of me. And it's hard to look in the mirror sometimes and realize these things because it doesn't feel very soothing. And automatically, when we start to realize that we are in control of our worlds, our realities, our bodies, everything, we start to then feel depressed and blame. We start to feed our mind with reasons and excuses as to why things haven't worked for ourselves. Your mind wants to soothe your body, and your body wants to be soothed as well. But we don't do it in a place of judgment, nor do we do it in a place of creating things that are outside of ourselves, such as motivation. So when I talk to somebody and say, would you like to do these things? Or somebody's telling me about a goal and they're like, I'm just not motivated. I'm like, how does that work for you? And they say, well, what do you mean, Jocelyn? I said, well, how is it working? And who's in control here? They're like, well, I'm in control. And I said, well, it sounds like motivation's in control because you're basing your choices on whether or not you have motivation. Motivation is an energy you feel in your body, just like any other energy we feel in our bodies. But we have the idea and belief system that's created in our mind that these things are real, and we label them as emotions. Now, emotions are very real, okay? So they exist. However, they're just energy. They're not good nor bad, right or wrong, positive or negative. They're not even a real thing. And when I say emotions aren't even real, it's because we use language to describe our existence to another person. We want to be validated, we want to be comforted, and we want to connect, and that's the way we know how to do it. So when I'm telling somebody I'm sad, I'm basically conveying a message that my energy is heavy and I don't know what to do with it, or I can't move it, or I'm stuck, or there's quicksand, whatever your experience of sad may be. And I want to be soothed. But what if I were to tell you you could be soothed without necessarily having to converse and use your language that way? There's many ways to actually move and soothe our energy. And one is by choosing to transform it, such as motivation. If I'm waiting for motivation to happen, I'm going to be waiting a long time because motivation, like any other emotion, is just energy. And energy is not created nor destroyed, it's moved. So the one way you actually create motivation is by moving and doing. It's not something that just pops into midair. But when we start like looking things up on Pinterest or Google or whatever, that begins as an external locus of control. We're looking externally outside of ourselves. We see something that's exciting. That excitement draws energy in our body, and that energy here that hits our body automatically goes to our mind. And then we have energies moving back and forth between body and mind. Now, this is very, very common for most people. They have energies that hit them, and it goes from here, their chest, to their mind, and it goes back and forth. But you're going to stay in that constant hamster loop over and over again and continually move your energy in one direction. But honestly, I always tell people the one way out of the maze isn't by staying in the maze. You have to rise above the maze. And if you only know how to move your energy vertically or horizontally, you're definitely not rising above the maze. If you want more information to learn how to move your energy, go to jocelynhealing.com or look up E5 programming. We have some amazing coaches that can definitely help. Or feel free to post on my website or my Facebook page. I'm more than happy to teach you some things. Thank you so much.